to me, what New Roads is like, we're part of making the world a better place in a way. That's kind of our goal. I feel like we're activists. We're growing into people that are going to try and change the world.
From New Roads School in Santa Monica, California, this is Village Voices. Today's special episode comes on the heels of Earth Month and features two high school students who are very passionate about the environment. Music today by New Roads teacher Ruben Ramos. I hope you enjoy.
Yeah, I'm Jake Berman. I am an 11th grader here at New Roads. I've been here for about 5 years, I think, if I'm doing the math correctly, which I'm probably not.
I'm Bella Shriver. I'm a 10th grader here at New Roads, and I've been here since 7th grade.
So, well, you had the idea in the beginning of the year, but I didn't know about that.
Because me, Bodhi, and Lucy created the STEM club together at the beginning of the year, and my mom was kind of like, oh, like, STEM club's cool, but, like, really your thing is environment and, like, environmental stuff. So next year, like, into 11th grade, you should make the environmental club. And then Jake...
So we had a speaker come to school
Yeah.
Named Larry Copold, whose dad is one of my best friends, Noah, and he came to speak, and he's a huge environmentalist, and he, like, blew me away. And he said something, he was like, I don't even think New Roads has an environmental club. And I sat there and I was gagged because... To me, what New Roads is like, we're part of making the world a better place in a way. That's kind of our goal. I feel like we're activists. We're growing into people that are going to try and change the world. And the fact that we didn't have an environmental club on campus is kind of crazy. So I was like, okay, hold up. This is, first of all, a great idea. It's so easy. All we have to do is meet during lunch, and we could just start doing things around campus to make it more green. So I approached Bella about the idea, and Bella told me that she had the same idea at the beginning of the year, and I was like, great. So we started second semester, and we've accomplished a lot so far.
So, like, when I was younger, I was very, like, connected to the ocean, and I felt very, I was very, very passionate. There was this one movie, like, documentary I saw called Seaspiracy about the ocean and ocean pollution, illegal fishing, and kind of what's going on in the fishing industry, and I was like, oh my god, this is bad. So it all kind of stemmed from, like, me being really passionate about the ocean and, like, starting to understand the environmental crisis, mainly in a marine perspective. And then being like, the ocean's good, but, like, also the whole world is kind of, like, awful right now.
Mm-hmm. We started a composting.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, we started a composting basically just, like, system here on campus that we are, next year will be implanted in the middle school and elementary school. Mm-hmm. And we got that on the ground, like, the first 2 weeks of Environmental Club. The first week, we all met. We made an announcement during town hall, met on Thursday during lunch, and was like, this is the idea. How do we do this? We got a bunch of group of people together to make basically, like, a bunch of baked goods, sold them, raised so much money. I was not expecting that.
We raised, like, $400 in that bake sale.
Yeah, and some people didn't even want to buy food. They just gave us money. Mm-hmm. And that just went to go to show that people want to make this environment more green. So yeah, we started our first composting system here on campus, which I'm really proud of that.
It's also like, it was like the first thing we did, which was cool. And it
was an accomplishment that we got done like that.
A few days ago, we were at this climate summit that was hosted at the school, by the city of Santa Monica. And we started to get connected to a lot of different organizations, like Sustainable Works, which has a sustainability course connected to SMC, and we really want to try and get that course to be available here. Mm-hmm. And then we also want to work with Heal the Bay to do a school beach cleanup.
Yeah.
We want to do...
Next year, we're planning a huge Earth Day celebration.
A huge celebration.
And a goal of ours is to at least, by the time I leave, at least submit kind of an idea of what solar panels can look like at the school.
Yeah.
Because that's been something we've talked about for a while now and been something we've tried to do, but things have gone in the way of that. So it would be really awesome for at least when I graduate next year to be like, okay, this is the plan to carry on for the next like 3 years. How do we implement solar panels and how do we implement more green energy into our campus? The goal for what I want, at least for New Roads to be, I want to see us working with outside of people to come in and teach us, because no one's really doing that. I mean, there's not really a class teaching us how to be sustainable. And like, I mean, I don't know as much as Bella does, but like even me and Bella don't know like the whole spectrum of it all. And having a teacher come in and teaching us it and informing us is just the first step to getting stuff done.
Yeah.
So we need that.
So I actually just read this one book. It was a conversation between Greta Thunberg and the Dalai Lama. It was called
Whoa.
A Future We Can Love. And it's basically talking about how we actually can put our Earth and climate change on the right path. And it was really interesting because it wasn't only just like a mindset thing. It was like, what are the things we actually can do? But it made me a little optimistic because I know that so many young people are so passionate about climate change and about the environment. Not just young people need to step up, how older generations need to step up as well, because they can also do a lot. And not just having it just being young people have to create their entire career on environmentalism to change the world.
I came into New Roads as a really lost kid. I had no balance in my life, and I had no kind of, I didn't know where I was going to end up. And I didn't even think I was going to make it to a school like New Roads. And before I'd been to like at least 8 different schools and a few different like treatment centers. And I got here and I was not the person I am sitting here talking. You would have never asked me to like be on a podcast. And through the help of people like Kenya, I became the person I am today. I became part of SLC. I became a leader of GSU. We started Environmental Club together. I believe that there's a lot of hope because I feel like I'm a product of what New Roads can deliver. And I take so much pride in that. Do I get in my head a lot being like, the world's going to end in a few years? I mean, sure, that happens once in a while. But in my heart that I know that like this school is at least implementing their children on becoming leaders and becoming at least better people and making this world better, no matter how much time we have left. And I know I'm a product of that. I love the school. I mean, stuff happens at every school, but I really love the school. I have a lot of love for the school. I think the Environmental Club is like one thing, sure, but I think it says a bigger thing of change and like creation and how we can implement. And I think going into high school or going into any school, any grade, and just like showing up as yourself, no matter what's going to happen, is so important. It's so important. And I know everyone's like, be yourself. But I mean, I'm generally saying like, be yourself. And if you mess up, right? Yeah. But luckily at New Roads, there'll be people here to correct you in the right way and direct you into a direction. I don't want to say a better person, but to grow. Yeah, to grow your skills and yeah.
And I would say like in terms of Environmental Club, I mean, I guess like growing up at this school, definitely be aware. I don't know. This is like doesn't sound great, but, no, but go for it. Like being aware of the environment and being aware of your impact and like, I mean, hopefully like your parents are like recycling at home. Mm-hmm. Maybe you're composting at home. You have a home garden. Maybe you're like not over consuming from Amazon.
As young people, we have so much impact and we have a lot to say in what we're able to do. I mean, maybe it doesn't always maybe what we want doesn't always come to fruition, but we have a chance to do something, and New Roads provides that. Mm-hmm. New Roads provides a place where so two people can come together and start an environmental club, start a composting like system on campus. I don't know what other schools allow that. I don't know what other schools allow us to have a full entire composting system in the parking lot out there. You have a chance to do something, no matter what it is. If you like shoes, you could do something with shoes. I mean, you could literally do anything. We have a Pride Day that we had started with GSU a few years ago. I mean,
there's like a knitting club. There's a psychology club.
I always say to everybody, it's like if the opportunity arises, take it, because you don't know where it's going to get you. I mean, we have gotten so many opportunities because of this club.
Yeah. It's like really insane.
I just say take it. Take the opportunity.